Me now is former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani to discuss all the legal complexities of this case. Neama, thank you so much for being with me. I know you come through the indictment just like the rest of us. Wow. How damning is this for Combs?
Wow is right, Mark. We've all seen the 2016 video of Diddy beating ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, but we learned a lot more when this indictment was sealed yesterday. And the allegations were salacious. Sex orgies, drugs, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And the sex workers, they had to actually have IVs after being forced to participate in these sex acts over the series of days. So a lot of bad information for Diddy. And we know that there's witnesses, many of which have filed civil lawsuits. They're going to come forward. And in addition to these victims, there's reportedly video evidence. If you believe Cassie, video was taken of these sex acts by Diddy himself. So it's going to be bad for him.
What do you think? The defense is obviously going to say these were consenting adults. They kept coming back. They kept partaking. How solid and strong is that argument for them, you think?
It's a very tough argument. In most rape cases, there's going to be one of two defenses. It wasn't me, or it was consensual. And obviously, Diddy's participation in these acts means he's have to go down that second route. But if there were one victim, sometimes jurors do have a tough time believing the testimony of one victim of sexual assault. They can say, well, if it's a he said, she said type situation, or maybe this person's just after money. But when you have 8 or 9 different lawsuits, Marky, and the victims are telling the same story about physical and sexual violence, it's going to be very difficult for jurors to overcome that. We've seen it time and time again, whether it's Bill Cosby, Weinstein, and others who have been accused of similar misconduct.
Yeah, we know after Cassie Ventura came forward, it was just one after the other women, another man as well. He was denied bail on Tuesday. The judge saying she can't release Combs because there's been, quote, significant violence and weapons around. Also noting there could be coercion of witnesses. Do you think he gets bail today or at any time in this case?
I don't think so, and this is why. Although on appeal it's heard de novo, which means really for the first time again, there's no precedential impact. Bail is not appropriate when someone's a risk of flight or a danger to the community. And we know that Diddy has unlimited means. He's reportedly worth $1 billion, access to private jets. I'm not sure he's a flight risk because he's pretty famous and well known, but I do believe he's a danger. And in addition to that video, there's a lot of allegations of threats, physical assault of these witnesses, and intimidation. And these charges of sex and drug trafficking, Marky, they carry a presumption of detention. So the question I ask, if it wasn't Diddy, if it wasn't someone who was rich and famous, they would be detained. And that's why I think pretrial detention is appropriate in this case.
And also, who helped him along the way, and will they be facing any legal repercussions later on as well? Neama Rahmani, thank you so much for being with me. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.